Now we come to postal voters. There are two categories of postal voter: local postal voter and overseas postal voter. Singham, what does the candidate wakil calon need to do?
Basically, the wakil calon needs to get a listing of all the people who are going to be casting votes under the postal voter category. This is important because the wakil calon has to ensure that this listing of postal voters is matched against the listing of regular voters to ensure that the names are not duplicated. The other thing the wakil calon has to do is to make sure there are enough ballot boxes provided where the postal voters are supposed to be returned, so that as the postal ballots are returned, they will be able to be received and kept safe until the day they are counted. This place of counting needs to be fixed with the election commission, with the returning officer, and this is the place where the ballot boxes are going to be kept. If there is any need for movement of these ballot boxes, those arrangements will also have to be made.
And what precautions would a polling agent do with the normal voter roll to ensure there is no duplication?
There are two things that actually can be done. First of all, they have the rolls early. They can actually do a cross-check between the two and identify the names that are duplicated. The other thing they can do is to bring the regular electoral roll along at the time the postal ballots are issued, and every time a name is called out, mark it on the regular ballot so you know that a ballot has been issued for such and such a person on the regular ballot, so that during the regular voting these persons should not be allowed to vote.
This sounds a very tedious process, isn't it?
If it's not done by somebody else, then the wakil calon has to make sure this is done. Otherwise, that loophole will continue to remain.
I see. What about overseas postal voter?
Okay, overseas postal voters are somewhat out of the hands of the wakil calon, because after the ballot packages are prepared, the election commission will send these to the foreign ministry. The foreign ministry will arrange for them to be shipped out to the various missions, and then after the ballots are collected at the missions, they come back to the election commission. So all of this is out of the hands of the wakil
And
calon.
overseas postal voting day is fixed on 28 April this year.
Correct.
Does it sound like a postal voting or an advanced voting?
Strictly, it is the way postal voting used to be done in the previous elections.